You work for me, sir.
I don't work for you, sir.
I took your boy to jail, though.
This is Deputy Walker. Makes unlawful arrests.
What I'm saying is that if we have got probable cause, we are going to investigate that to protect the public. And most of the time, I submit to you, we're going to be right.
Some are seeing the inside of a cell because dodgy judges are getting payback from the private sector.
Your name again, sir?
George Werner.
George Werner, and you're an attorney, right?
I'm a lawyer in Ybor City.
Okay. And you're fully behind jury nullification, correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry, can you state your name for the record?
Detective Redemosa.
Okay, Detective Redemosa. Can I have a business card, please? Sure. Okay, do you have my cell phone?
No. When the case is adjudicated, which means the case is done, then I can release your phone to you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that the judge doesn't want people to know this information?
Because they want people doing exactly what the legislature says.
Okay.
They want their convictions. Everything tends to get one-sided.
What the hell is going on here?
Okay,
I know you spoke to Matt Allen, the DA.
I spoke to Matt Allen, the DA, and I also spoke to my lawyer who said on the 25th that it was released by Matt Allen.
According to Los Angeles Sheriff policy, please see the attachments, there are guidelines to the conditions that video cameras / media can be confiscated. These policies were clearly violated by Deputy Ryan Walker on the day of my arrest.
A recent report revealed America's largest prison corporations pour hundreds of thousands into the campaigns of governors, state legislators, and judges in the hope of advancing their agenda. And it seems to be working.
Took 2 photographs of the turnstiles and then was approached by Deputy Kilfie and Deputy Baez.
How come you're taking pictures?
There's no statute against photos on the metro.
Why are you taking pictures, my question?
You know, I have a court date on the 2nd.
Okay.
And at which point I'll need that video that's on there. You know, it's probative. You know, the judges agreed. The DA said that you guys are done with it. It's been 3 months now. One warrant.
The case is still going on.
I understand the case is still going on.
Right.
Okay, so what you're telling me is short of a judge's order, you're not going to release the phone to me?
Yes.
Okay.
I also believe that the Los Angeles Sheriff Department policy concerning video camera confiscation was violated by Detective Stephanie Barragon when she repeatedly refused to return my property after receiving a written letter and numerous phone calls requesting the return of my video camera and SD card / video footage.
That the jurors should have the right to make what we call a jury acquittal. But they're not informed of their right to do that. They do have the right to do that.
And raise the question, with judges actually interested in sending people away for longer terms and keeping their benefactors' private prisons full, what justice can one count on?
I'm not interested in talking to you.
What's that?
Not interested in talking to you.
Okay,
So,
we're going to talk to you. You're being detained right now?
what I'm being detained? What I'm being detained?
Get it to me so you don't drop it. Give it to me
No,
so you
no,
don't
no,
drop
no.
it. All right.
I can record it.
You can
Why are you
record, you
taking?
can
Okay,
record.
so what do you want to take? What are you doing? You cannot do this.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I want to know if you are in cahoots with Al Qaeda to sell these pictures to them for a terrorist purpose. That's a crime. You understand?
I'm not committing a crime by taking photos.
I don't know that you're committing a crime or not.
But
take your hands out of your pockets when I'm talking to you.
Hey, sir, for our safety, can you please take your hand out of your pocket?
So it's almost a money laundering of tax dollars.
Well, what are you talking about? What are you doing? No. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? You gotta explain to me. Where is your camera? For why? Why? For why?
For vandalism.
Why? Which vandalism? Which vandalism? Which?
All right, the cops are jacking Ricky right now.
These are all victimless crimes, right?
Yeah.
Sort of like a closed circuit. You're making contributions to people who are making the laws, and then you're making contributions to people who are enforcing the law.
On his front porch.
No real
He was cleaning it on his front porch.
No real reason for them to be in court, right?
No. No, it's, well, the reason is so that the system can make money.
The
demand for our facilities and services could be adversely affected by the relaxation of enforcement efforts, leniency in conviction or parole standards and sentencing practices, or through the decriminalisation of certain activities that are currently proscribed by our criminal laws.
I'm the same bitch that took your boy to jail, right?
That's right.
Good job.
This looks like the sheriff's.
I was wondering if I can file a complaint on Deputy Walker.
We already have the complaint on him.
Oh, well, can I file one myself if that's okay?
After Nee filed a complaint saying that his First and Fourth Amendment rights were violated, an internal investigation was launched.
They got Ricky handcuffed saying you can't ride on the sidewalk.
Did I give you permission to search me?
It looks like the Los Angeles County Sheriff just got busted making an illegal stop and an illegal search.
I'm not gonna try you again.
I already did it.
You're gonna go to jail.
I already did it, genius.
You're telling me you're doing the same thing you're telling me I can't do. I'm gonna keep filming the courthouse though. You can't trespass my eyes.
The first thing that the Sheriff's Department does when someone has the audacity to film them is they go and get a camera to film.
They don't have any body cams or anything like that.
No body cams?
Do you guys have issued body cameras on you guys or no? No. No? No. Ooh, okay.
Now they say that they can't afford body-worn cameras or dash cameras in their vehicles. Okay, now the Sheriff's Department looks like they're doing an interview with them or something. But every time I film the sheriffs, they seem to show up with plenty of officers, plenty of resources.
Man, you guys are aggressive for a First Amendment protected activity.
And they have a video camera. Do you think the Sheriff's Department is going to be filming the Sheriff's deputies' version of events? So how is it that they can always find a video camera to film me and other people who film, but they can't seem to find the funds to get a video camera for their vehicles or their body?
Pulling in like crazy.
Look. See? Look. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Why do you have an out-of-control officer on duty?
Oh, we don't, sir.
Oh, you don't?
We already talked to your sergeant, so you can go back in your car. No, we're not. No, we're not doing nothing criminal. We just talked to your sergeant. So, no, thank you.
Hey, come over here.
No, thank you.
Hey, can you please come over here?
No. We just talked to your sergeant. They tried the same thing. He told you guys to go home.
Right, can I ask you a couple?
No, thank you.
What's going on?
What's going on with you?
Okay, look at how aggressive the sheriffs come in because they're making illegal stops.
If I tell them, I'd be in contempt of court.
So
and there'd be a mistrial.
I just want to ask you a couple.
We don't have to answer you, man. We're not criminals. Go find the criminals.
You can end up getting so much information that most of it is not useful, and you're missing the needle in the haystack.
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? Stay safe, okay?
Okay, we got multiple more units coming in now. I have no idea why. They're running.
A training manual used by the department from August 2010 lists a number of surveillance indicators. The manual encourages officers to be suspicious of picture taking or video recording around them.
No, we're addressing this issue.
Really? You're addressing the issue?
The Northern California affiliate of the ACLU recently released over 100 suspicious activity reports submitted to the Joint Regional Intelligence Center that have to do with cameras. All of them originated from the LA Sheriff's Department.
Is Deputy Ryan Walker still on active force or still on active duty, or?
I can't. He has the peace officer's Bill of Rights. I can't discuss his discipline.
And at the conclusion of that, the appropriate action was taken. I wish I could tell you more, but because of the Peace Officer's Bill of Rights, I cannot.
I'm saying for the record that it's under investigation.
This is the Internal Affairs Bureau investigation report that contains the information Whitmore can't talk about. The department defends the officers in the report, saying that they've been trained in procedures used by terrorists.
Now look at this. Look at how many units they bring in for a man riding a bicycle on the sidewalk.
So you say Deputy Walker's under investigation?
Yes.
Can I get your name?
Perez.
Perez? Did one of the deputies called in a Code 3 backup, is that right?
Hey, I don't know.
The report comes to the conclusion that the vigilance shown by Deputy Gilfie in detecting suspicious activity is laudable, and we are encouraging others to be as proactive.
I could get referred to the bar for out and out for investigation.
Okay.
Some companies have been signing contracts with states that contain clauses guaranteeing high prison occupancy rates. Some contracts require 90 to 100% occupancy. This means that if the private prisons in question aren't filled to the agreed capacity, then either the state has to find more people to put in those prisons or pay the company for the unused beds.
But I can say this specifically to you.
I'll work for you, sir.
The appropriate action was taken.